Background courtesy of Photographs of a Mad Richard. Link in the description.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have come back from the hospital. This is the first video I'm filming after returning from the hospital. And there is a reason for that. I did a live stream before filming this. But I've come back from the hospital. Of course, I feel terrible. And I'm going to have to start my medications now. You know, I've got take them with food, so the food is warming up right now, and I'm going to have to unwrap this and clean it, which is going to suck. So I just decided I would make this video about my trip to the hospital. It started with a cat, my eldest cat. He was covered in fleas, and he was sick, and he was dying. So he disappeared for 2 days, and I found him hiding in the garage. And I picked him up, and I washed him off, and he bit me. I didn't think anything of it. I took care of him. The bite was kind of swollen, but other than that, it was fine. And I was otherwise injured, so I was off work for 2 days. Then I came back to work, and things seemed to be fine. I hadn't been able to make a fist the day before, but that morning I was able to make a fist. I was in good spirits. The time I left work, I was no longer able to make a fist. I was in pain. I have a split weekend, so I had 1 day off. Came to work the next day. I was on antibiotics by that point. But the antibiotics weren't working. So I conned my work into sending me to a urgent care, get checked out. And they were cool with that. I'm a very good worker. I'm very valuable. But then I got there and they're like, no, this is not work related. You got bit by a cat. You didn't get infected at work. And you need to go to the hospital. So I went to USC, where I was admitted. And they cut me open. They cut my hand open and they bled the stuff out of it. And, you know, that's where I was. Okay? Sucked. Oh, did it suck? But I survived. I was in the hospital for 5 days. On the 4th day, I went into surgery for them to really clean out my hand. They put me out. Food was terrible. But they eventually discharged me. Now I'm home. And I've got pain meds, and I've got insulin for my diabetes. Well, that's where I am. Now, I came back to a nightmare. My cats made an even bigger mess than they did before. One of my computer monitors had stopped working. And now I've got to try and clean up my house with one functioning hand. And I mean, I can't stick this in the sink to do dishes, you know what I mean? Like, this is not watertight. I gotta throw a bag on this, clean with the other hand. I don't know. But here's the thing. my numbers dropped while I was away, really badly. I went from making something like an average of $5 on this channel a day to making something like 14 cents. My other YouTube channel, even worse. So yeah, I gotta make me some videos. Because no matter what changes I make in my life, if I do not rise out of poverty, nothing's going to get better. I mean, people are happy if their needs are met. Okay, and my basic needs are met. I don't need food. I don't need water. I don't need, I kind of have some trouble getting medical attention. But, basic needs. But my larger needs, like being able to afford to get things fixed, the tens of thousands of dollars that it costs to have a house remodeled, those aren't being met. And you might say, well, those are luxuries. Yeah. But I mean, I can't raise kids in a slum. Anyway, over the last summer, I was figuring that I would put 3 channels a week on this video. There are 3 videos a week on this channel. Waking up here, and I'm in pain. Just took some meds. Okay. But it looks like I need to do something more like 14 videos a week, which is much more involved. And what all those videos are going to be, I don't know. I got ideas. But I can tell you this much, like my Battle with Beelzebub series, that will eventually run out. I will eventually clean up my whole house. At least I hope I will. So I'm making videos based on this injury in order to get the most out of the experience. Anyway, so say a prayer that I heal quickly. Hope my content is entertaining. Thank you for sharing this moment with me. I'm Richard.
Hi everybody, I'm Danger Ducky, and this is the part of the video where I remind you to comment, like, and subscribe. I'm also giving time for there to be links to the next video and subscriptions. You should comment, like, and subscribe, because for every 1,000 subscribers, this channel will buy a bracelet from For Ocean, and that will pull a pound of trash out of the ocean. It's a big ocean and there's a lot of trash there. We also buy medals from the Conqueror, and every one of those means that 5 trees are planted, so that we will have a cleaner world for you and me to live in. Danger Donkey says, be a good Samaritan, float like a butterfly, and comment, like, and subscribe!